How do you become great? Imagine that you are not just dreaming of being great, but that you are living it. Now picture Marcus Aurelius as a Roman emperor who was very powerful, but also had problems like everyone else. His story doesn't just tell about the past, it shows us how we fight today. Neither Aurelius nor I were born wise or brave. Like you and me, he had to work hard to develop these traits through life's chaos. Greatness is something you build step by step. How did Marcus do it? Through Stoicism, a way of thinking that teaches us how to be in charge of ourselves, not other people. Today we're going to talk about not only his life, but also how you can use these timeless lessons to get through your own problems. Are you ready to find out how these old ideas can help you reach a level of greatness that is uniquely yours right now? Number 1. Strive for excellence. Marcus Aurelius, whose name is linked to wisdom and strength, wasn't always a model of Stoicism. Being great was something he did every day, an unending quest for excellence. The lesson for us is that being great is not a gift, it's a choice. Every day when the sun comes up through your window, you have to decide what to do. There are 2 options: go back to sleep or get up with a plan. I chose the second option. Marcus did that, and that's the start of your path to excellence. How can we use this in our everyday lives? It's not about climbing mountains every day. It's about making small decisions like choosing to listen more and speak less, being patient in traffic instead of getting angry, or focusing on the task at hand instead of getting lost in social media's never-ending scroll. These choices may not seem important at first, but they add up. Like Marcus, we don't become great all at once. Instead, it takes small, steady steps that lead us to excellence. Take this journey with the mindset that every day is a chance to become a better person. It's not easy to reach this goal, but remember that the reward is a life with meaning and inner strength, like the Stoic emperor who still inspires us today. Number 2. Reflect every day. Making it a habit to reflect every day is like holding up a mirror to your inner world. It shows you truths and insights that you might miss in the busyness of daily life. It's not about writing down what happened during the day. It's a journey of self-reflection and a quiet talk with oneself. Imagine that at the end of each day, you took a step back and looked deeply into your feelings, thoughts, and experiences, not just telling what happened, but also asking why you reacted the way you did, what made you feel that way, and how your actions are in line with your core values. It means looking for patterns in the way you act, figuring out what sets you off, and knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Not only does this daily practice change your awareness, it changes your whole being, leading you to live your life with more thought and consideration. This habit is easy for everyone to pick up and has deep meaning. You only need a few quiet moments to think about yourself and no special tools or conditions. Find a time that works for you, whether it's before bed or first thing in the morning. Being honest and open with yourself is more important than writing a great book. This practice is beautiful because it is easy and has the power to change things. Over time, you'll notice a change. Your thoughts and actions will become clearer. Your values will become more in line with your actions, and you'll have a better understanding of the world and yourself. If you think about things every day, you'll not only get through life, you'll master the art of living. Number 3. Accept people as they are. In life, we meet many different people, and each plays a unique role in the big drama of existence. Marcus Aurelius, who was a master of Stoic thought, knows this and chose to accept things as they are, instead of getting angry. In our busy world, we can really benefit from this change in how we think. When you meet someone who makes you mad, take a moment to breathe. Instead of getting annoyed or angry, think of them as important parts of the variety of human experience. It's like a puzzle. Every piece fits, even the ones that don't seem to go together at first. Accepting someone doesn't mean you agree with or excuse their behavior. It just means you see their place in life as a whole. This way of doing things has a subtle power. It frees you from the tiring cycle of judging and getting angry. Think about how much mental space and energy you'd have back if you stopped battling every difficult personality you meet. When you accept people as they are, you're not agreeing with what they do. You're letting yourself stay at peace inside, no matter what's going on outside. Choosing to put your inner peace ahead of problems in the outside world is not passive, it's a choice. Remember that you, like everyone else, have more than one job to do. Just as someone else's behavior might be hard for you, it might be hard for them to deal with yours. This recognition of each other builds patience and empathy. It serves as a strong reminder that we're all navigating this complicated world together with our own unique traits and habits. Accepting these different kinds of characters not only makes you more tolerant, but it also helps you learn more about what it means to be human. This habit, which comes from Stoicism, has been used for a long time to help people grow and find peace in a world that is always changing. Number 4, do not complain. Let's say you are stuck in traffic, running late for a meeting, and your phone keeps ringing. It's simple to complain over and over, right? Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, taught us that whining, even in private, doesn't get us anywhere. Like yelling at the rain to stop, it doesn't change the weather and makes more noise. The next thing we should do is train ourselves to stop complaining before they happen. It's not about holding your feelings inside. It's about using them in a healthy way. While you're stuck in traffic, listen to a podcast or make plans for the next day. Turn frustrating times into chances to learn and grow. Now, it's important to know the difference between complaining and doing something about it. It's not whining to ask for change, it's being proactive. Instead of dwelling on the problem, work on a solution if something is wrong. Marcus Aurelius thought that problems should be dealt with directly rather than just being complained about. When you start to feel unhappy, ask yourself, what can I do about this? This change of thought will give you power. You go from just watching your life happen to being in charge of it. But the truth is that how we feel affects what we experience. A day full of complaints can make you feel heavier and more worn out. A day started with the goal of solving problems, on the other hand, feels more satisfying and useful. The point is to make a choice. Should you find yourself about to complain again, stop, take a deep breath, and focus your energy on something good or helpful. A simple but powerful change can make a huge difference in not only your day, but also the way you live your life. Watch how your habit changes the way you deal with things around you. You'll feel calmer, more focused, and ready to take on problems with a clear head. Number 5, focus on what really matters. Picture your life as a messy room full of things that represent your daily tasks, wants, and distractions. Let's get inspired by Marcus Aurelius and use his wise words to fix this mess we're in now. Cleaning up this room is the next step to becoming great. How, though? By always focusing on what's important. Think about your typical day. In the big picture of your life, how important is everything you do? A lot of the time, we're overloaded with commitments and tasks that don't really add much value, like those little things that get pushed to the back of the shelf and gather dust. You should be strict and ask yourself, is this essential? Every time you're about to start something new. Being cold or heartless isn't the point. It's about valuing your time and effort. But here's the real trick. Once you start getting rid of the things that aren't necessary, you'll notice something amazing. You'll be able to focus and do well on what really matters. You're no longer a jack of all trades, master of none kind of person. Instead, you're a focused person who is getting better at their craft, whatever that is. Now, when there are so many things to do, Being able to focus is not only useful, it's a superpower. You're not slacking off when you do less. You're just choosing where to focus your efforts to get the most done. Always keep in mind that saying no to something not important is like saying yes to something important. We need to make those choices matter. Number 6, practice gratitude and virtue. Being grateful and having virtue is like adding bright colors to a canvas that life keeps painting in gray tones. That there is always something to be thankful for, a lesson to be learned, or a virtue to be polished, even when things are very bad. This habit isn't about ignoring how bad things are, but about looking for the bright side, no matter how small it may be. Beginning with thanks. Being thankful is simple when things are going well. It's hard to find reasons to be thankful when everything is going wrong. It's kind of like a game where you have to find hidden treasures in the dark. Appreciating a warm cup of coffee on a cold, rainy morning, or the comfort of having a friend who listens could be all it takes. It's not about denying your problems, it's about changing how you look at them. In this way, you train your mind to be strong and tough, no matter what life throws at you. Let us look at virtue. Being true to your values is a rebellious thing to do in a world that is always trying to change you into someone you're not. There are chances to show virtue in every situation, whether it's honesty, courage, or kindness. Everything in life is like a game. Every challenge is a chance to show how moral you are. Even if you don't win every time, each time you try, you get stronger, better, and more like the person you want to be. Remember that it's not about the praise or praise. It's about knowing that you're living your life as it should be. So, as you go through life, make sure you paint it with the colors of thanksgiving and goodness. It might not be easy all the time, but it will be worth it. You can be your best self at any given time and make the ordinary into the extraordinary. You don't have to be as great as Marcus Aurelius to follow this habit. You can be great in your own way, one step at a time. Number 7, always keep learning. Marcus Aurelius lived by a timeless rule, always looking for new information. Picture this, an old emperor who is full of power but holds his tablets humbly as he walks off to learn from the philosopher Sextus. It's not just a piece of history. This scene has a powerful lesson for us today. It's easy to get caught up in the race for success in our fast-paced world and forget that the only way to really grow is to keep learning. Imagine that every day is a new page in your own book of wisdom. It's not about getting awards or degrees. It's about keeping an open mind that is always interested in new things. There are chances to learn every moment, whether you read a book about a subject you don't know much about, listen to a podcast that makes you think, or just ask thoughtful questions to the people you talk to every day. Marcus's journey shows us that we can keep growing even as we get older or more successful. It's something we do all our lives. By making learning a way of life, you not only improve your mind, but you also develop a sense of humility that helps you stay grounded. Always keep in mind that every step you take toward learning is a step toward becoming a better person. Like Marcus, let's try to be students for life, always eager to discover new things about what we know and how we understand it. Before we move on to number 8 on our list, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It helps us a lot and costs you nothing. Never miss out on any of our videos about Stoicism and the way you can master your life. Number 8. You should forgive yourself and others. Forgiving others and yourself isn't just a nice thing to do. It's a core habit that can make your life better, just like Marcus Aurelius's did. Life today is like a jigsaw puzzle made up of people, choices, and actions. Pieces don't always fit right. Sometimes they're pushed into places they don't belong. The power of forgiveness changes our story when we mess up or when someone else lets us down. Imagine that you slept in too late and are now late for a very important meeting. If you were the old you, you might spend the whole day being mean to yourself. But the new you, inspired by Stoic philosophy, knows you made a mistake, learns from it, and moves on. Next time, you might set 2 alarms. In this way, self-forgiveness takes away the weight of self-blame that often holds us down. In this case, you should treat yourself with the same kindness you'd show a friend. It's simple to stay angry and resentful, but what good does that do? We can choose to let go of these bad feelings, just like Marcus Aurelius did when he saw the chance to forgive even when someone had betrayed him. This doesn't mean you agree with what happened or forget about it. It just means you let go of your anger about it. Putting down a heavy backpack that you've been carrying for miles makes you feel lighter, more agile, and ready to face what's ahead with a clear head and a light heart. Don't just forgive because you want to be good. Do it because you want to live a more peaceful, meaningful life. Number 9, put your ideals into action. Marcus Aurelius showed us a powerful truth. We must live our great ideas, not just think about them. What does this mean for us in the busy world we live in now? It's about making what you do matter more. Of course, it's easy to say that you're kind, honest, or hardworking, but Marcus taught us that the real challenge is to actually live these traits every day. Being your ideal means making decisions that are in line with your values, even when it's hard. This is true whether you're a student, a worker, or a parent. Let us now talk about having an impact. You don't have to be a king or a famous person to make a difference. Every action you take, no matter how small, makes a difference in the life pond. You set a strong example for those around you when you choose to be honest and kind. It's not about getting attention, it's about standing up for what you believe in a quiet but firm way. Think about the fact that becoming a good person like Marcus is a process, not a goal. The goal is not to be perfect, but to get better every day. Take responsibility for your mistakes, learn from them, and move on. You can live a truly great life if you never stop working on yourself and putting your ideas into action. Number 10, find your balance. Life is like a dance. Sometimes it's graceful, and other times it's clumsy. Marcus Aurelius, who was a wise and calm emperor, knew this. He did not preach perfection, but strength. Life is like music. We're not always in tune, but sometimes we are. That's living. What do we do when the beat stops? We get back into the groove. Self-discipline doesn't have to be harsh. It can be gentle, like when a musician tunes their instrument. Not able to make it to a workout? Tune in the next day. Be mean to someone you care about. Say sorry and start over. What makes us unique is not the mistake we make, but how quickly we get back on track. He once said, "When you wake up in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." That's a call to welcome every day, no matter what mistakes you made the day before. We should be proud of being human and being able to get back to the rhythm of life. Every sunrise is a new chance, a new beat to the song we're already singing. Going back to rhythm is a habit that helps you be strong, find joy in the journey, and know that perfection isn't the goal. Living fully is. Remember that it's not how you fall that matters, but how you get back up. That's the end of our journey with Marcus Aurelius and the power of Stoicism to change things. Remember that this is just the start. If this deep dive made you feel something, there is a way for you to become great right now, and we are here to help you find it. Click here to watch 9 Stoic tips for solving problems with people. See you there in a second. Be stoic, stay stoic.